Right, hi there everybody. This is the fourth time now I've been doing this. I did say I'm not going to... What are you up to? I'm not going to edit, but this I'm not editing. It's just basically I'm stopping filming and then cutting on again and taking away the rest of them. But anyways, I hope you're all okay. It's your friend who's Rattler's daughter here again. Here to darken your YouTube viewing as per. Poor Zena's not very well. She's okay now. She's had... I think she's got a bit of a tummy upset, bless her. So I've been cleaning up after her, bless her. The cat is just sat here. Simba's over there on the sofa next to Zena, making sure she's okay. So she won't be fed this evening. There's plenty of water. She had some treats earlier, so that's just don't know, tummy. So clear tummy, and then tomorrow morning I'll feed her again. But anyway, so I hope you're all okay. And here's a Christmas tree, still not changed. There's one addition, which is this little thing here, which I made myself. As you can see, it's got a picture of my Staffy brindle on there that died in January. I actually went to Asda and got that picture done, which I've never done before. You see, because I'm one of those people who used to hand it in the film. I went back 4 hours later to pick up the photos, whereas now you can do it via Bluetooth and all that palaver. But anyway, so that was all done, and I did one for my ex-husband as well, whose dog died a couple of months ago. So I did one of those for him as well to hang up on the tree, which I thought was lovely. My best mate up in Northumberland, his dog died in January, a week before Brindle did, and I haven't got a picture of his doggy, so otherwise I would have made one for him. But maybe next couple of days I'll phone him to see if I can find if I can have a picture of Bailey Boo and make the same for him. That is, if they celebrate Christmas up in Northumberland, do they? I don't know, because it's so foreign to me, so far away, isn't it? So, but I'm only joking. But anyway, so yes, so I hope you're all okay. Look, I've done my nails again, as you can see. 3 different colours. Those 2 is my ruby colour, the colour that I showed you last week that I really enjoyed. Those 2 there are Fashion Queen, and those are NY Princess, which is my favourite colour. The bluey one I haven't touched because it stained my nails, my real nails. The blue one did, so I have to be careful with that one. So if I'm going to wear that one, I have to wear it for weeks on end. So, but anyway, yeah. So I did the dipping of my nails last night, which have come out okay. I'm quite enjoying it. So the more I do it, the better I get. So it's like practice makes perfect, doesn't it? So it's like riding a bike, I suppose, as I say. If you fall off, you just get back on it again. So, but anyway, so yes, so I'm all ready for Crimbo. I don't bother much with it. I might have a bit of a turkey breast or something like that for Christmas dinner with some bacon and some parsnip maybe, or a bit of turnip. I don't know yet, because I don't eat potatoes and I don't even eat root vegetables, so I might splash out and get something. I don't eat cauliflower because I don't like it. But anyway, so, or I might get some turkey mince, or do a stir fry or something like that, which would be quite nice. But anyway, so the reason why I'm doing this video is, hey, number one, to stop spoiling you lot by not sending videos, making videos. So there you go. You've been spoiled enough this year with me not making too many videos. But and the other thing is, I was going to talk about something that was posted on a local Facebook page. You know, so each town or city have their own spotted web page. Facebook page, and somebody was on there who was trans, that lives in this area, that haven't come out to anybody. They're basically doing it in the privacy of their own home, and it's affecting their mental health, which it will do, regardless, and it does. And they were just reaching out for help, if anybody out there to help them. So I'm hoping that somebody will pass this video on to them, or my channel at least, on to them, and just say, look, you know, so here we are. You're not alone, and you're not alone, regardless of who you are. You are never alone. that sounds very ominous, doesn't it? So it sounds like something that a stalker might send to you. So you are not alone, or somebody's saying there's loads of ghosts and everything like that. But anyway, so but yes, so this is a reach out to anybody out there that you know, so that are going through it. It is a very, very lonely journey, and I've said this before. It is a very lonely and scary, well, petrified. Basically, it is petrifying. The journey to get to where you want to go. You know, my situation, you know, being trans or whatever, is you know, so. You know, so the emotion behind it is, you know, people saying, "Oh, you're so brave doing this, blah blah blah." If I was brave, I would have stayed the way I was and just basically bit the bullet and carried on living like that, living a lie, basically, both to myself and to others around me, which is not right for anybody. Oh, it's a blooming kids or whatever, but not kids, no, my like bloody adults. You're right there, you know. She's not looking well, bless her. But I keep an eye on it tonight, so I won't be sleeping much this evening. But anyway, so she's looking worried because she made a mess on the floor in the lounge. It's all cleaned up. But anyway, so you know, they can't help it when they're ill, can they? It's like with kids, you know, they can't help being ill all over their bed or whatever, you know. So because it's just one of those things that happens. But anyway, so yes, so what was I saying? Yeah, so you are not alone in whatever path you choose in life. We all go through it differently. My path is totally different from anybody else's path, even if they were trans, and we started on the same journey together, and had the same surgery on the same day, blah blah blah. It's still different from each other, because it is very, very personal. Each journey is very, very personal to each and every one of us, and we all go through the emotions ourselves. It's the same with anything. You know, so we could, you know, 3 or 4 of us could be working the same place, start the same day, left the same day, this to happen, that happened to each and every one of us at the same time. But the way we deal with things and the way we deal with things emotionally is totally different, regardless if you're twins, triplets, quadruplets, and you're identical in everything you do. Your feelings are your own, and the way you see things is totally different from anybody else, and that's what we have to remember. It's like we can't just, you know, each group, we can't just turn and say, right, fine, that's how you're feeling, so therefore you're in that group. No. Each and every one of us go through different things. Each trans person go through their own personal journey, even though it could be similar to mine, it could be worse than mine, better than mine, but it doesn't matter, because what they go through is their own personal journey. And this is what I'm saying to all of you: don't think that you're on your own, regardless. Even though it can be lonely at times, it can be very, very lonely at times, going through stuff that no one else is going through, or going through stuff that other people are going through. It's still lonely because, like I said, your own emotions, and nobody can understand what's going on in here. We can empathise, we can be there for the individual, but we can never, ever, ever understand what each individual is going through, because we all go through and we all experience things differently. So that's what I'm trying to say. Oh, pardon me. Not long had lunch. Well, tea. Yeah. But so each individual basically go through it, but there are always people there that want to be there for you, want to help you, want to be just like a sounding post, or you know, so it's someone that you can just rant to or whatever. But you know, so but this person that actually wrote into the local Spotted was saying that they don't know who to turn to, and there was a 3-year waiting list to go to have an appointment at the gender clinic, gender identity clinic, in Exeter, which is, and people go, oh, that is so wrong. In one way it is so wrong, but you have to remember that not all sex clinics deal with trans issues. They're very few and far between, more now than there were, say, about 10, 15, 20 years ago, but it's still not enough. You know, so that's why there is a waiting list, and unfortunately, when there is a waiting list, a lot of trans people tend to go online and start buying stuff without any control, or, you know, and without any medical assistance or whatever like that, and they end up getting ill. So, because one of the things, and I keep saying this, one of the things that you have to do when you start on this journey is have a blood test every 3 months to find out your hormone levels, and that your liver and kidneys and everything like that are working properly, because it does affect the liver and kidney functions. That basically, if you can overdose on the hormones, and liver and kidney can be affected, and it's just horrendous. But there you go. Just one of those things that we go through. You know, you're all right, darling. You're all right, baby girl. I don't think she's well, but I think she's got it back up now. I think she's going to vomit again in a minute, bless her. Simba, leave it. Thank you. Simba. Thank you. It's all right, see. It's all right, see. Good girl. But anyway, so there you go. Lie down. There's a good girl. She sat next to mummy here. But yes, so each and every one of us go through it our own way, but there's always help out there regardless. Just reach out to people. You know, personally, I don't, because I see it as I'm imposing on other people. But you know, people say, "Mum, I was there for you," but you know, I know they are, and it's lovely to know. But I've never imposed, and well, I suppose I have imposed, but you know, I really don't want to most of the time, because we all have our own problems and our own issues, don't we? So, and that's how it is. But anyway, so what I'm trying to say is, this person reached out and was saying that there's a place in Newton Abbey called Well Woman. It's called Well Woman, a group, and they're there for individuals and whatever, you know, for women. And it looks like that they do accept trans women there as well, which is a nice thing. A lot of women groups won't, because of issues that might arise from others that go to that group. So so it's so nice to know that there is a group locally that are okay. So I might go to it one day, but then again, there's a couple of people that go there that I don't particularly like. So there you go. And there's one there for men as well called Andy's Club, men's clubs. So for trans men as well as trans men will be accepted there. It's basically for people that suffer from mental health issues, and even if just I know, even if it's just, there's no such thing as just depression or just anxiety, because you know, things like that, they do affect your whole life, not just for that moment, but for the rest of your life. And people, you know, people saying, "Oh, you know, I got better through this, I got better through that." It looks like as if it was just a blip in your life that you felt low, depression, anxiety, and everything like that. So they're with you for the rest of your life, and you learn to cope with them, you learn to manage them, but it's still there. And if you do fight against it all, when it hits, it really hits really bad. So that's why I don't bother fighting anymore. I said this before, when I mentioned this to a friend of mine, I said to her, I don't fight anymore. I've come to terms with the fact that I do have mental health issues, and it's going to be with me the rest of my life. And she said, "Oh, but you've given up, Tony." I said, "No, I haven't given up. I've given up fighting myself. I still do." I said, "Oh, no, not today. Don't be like this today." So I still do sometimes, but not as bad as I used to. And it was exhausting. And I still have those moments when I do fight my mental health issues and put a brave face on it, but it defeats the object, because the next time it hits you 10 times harder. And if you fight that and you're okay for a minute, just go, right, no, not today again. The next time after that, so it just builds up inside you. So it is a big issue, and we do need to talk more about it, especially with men, I think, because it's not a manly thing to be having depression, having mental health issues, is it? You know, so society still sees people. I'm saying particularly men because there's a stigma against male mental health issues. I feel it's still there, even though huge strides have happened, you know, for things to change, you know, to be more accepting and more help out there. It's still not enough. Still too many young men kill themselves, commit suicide, and too many of them don't ask for help, or ask, you know, not even ask for help, but just, you know, talk to someone about how they're feeling. You know, you don't have to ask for help. As long as you can talk to someone about how you're feeling, and that is better than suffering on your own. And, you know, leave that, darling, good go. Oh, pardon me. Suffering all alone, and you know, so. But anyway, so I'm waffling on again about it or whatever, and the reason why I come up with this was because of that person. I don't know if it's a trans woman or trans man, trans girl, trans boy, locally. They were reaching out, which is a wonderful thing to reach out, and especially on a forum that's, even though it is anonymous, it's still a huge step in actually asking for help, regardless of how you do it. And this person, I hope they get what help they want and looking for. Not, like I said, no one understands what each individual goes through, but we can understand a little bit, we can empathise, you know, because we've been through similar ourselves, but we can never ever understand what each individual goes through. But anyways, I'm wittering on here now. I'm feeling a bit low anyway, because I had this made today, didn't I? So my little brindle, and I burst into tears, well, nearly burst into tears now, so there's normally good, no, calm down, or whatever, so I calmed myself down. So I brought it all back again today. That is going to be her first Christmas. Well, this is going to be my first Christmas without her in 15 years. So, and that is a huge thing, because she's been a part of my life for 15 years, you know, so, and it hurts, it still hurts. Some people, they think, oh, but it's been nearly a year, so I'm sure you've got over it. You never got over it, regardless of how long you've had it, because they end up taking over your life in a good way, because you have to feed them. They rely on you totally for everything, don't they? You know, for their water, for their food, for going out, go toilet and everything, you know. So it's like having a baby. And I'm not saying, oh yeah, we dress up and change nappies and stuff like that. There's a lot more to having a baby, to bringing a baby up, than just watering and feeding and taking out. I know that, I understand that, because I've done it before myself. So, but you know, 15 years of doing that with a pet, and then all of a sudden they're not there, and it literally is like that. It's like literally that they're not there. At least with a child, with a baby, they grow up, and you know, and you're there every step of the way for them. You still don't worry, don't stop worrying. You still don't stop doing things for them. You still, you know, so you're still there for them and whatever, you know. But with this. With her gone, it's just really huge thing in my life. So, and of course, Swing the Cat, he's 16. So when he goes, that's going to be even just as bad, if not worse, because he's been with me longer. So, but anyway, so talk about stuff like that, the Christmas tree up and whatever. But anyway, so I'm saying on here that you are not on your own. And another thing I want to point out yet again, and this is for real, is like your emotions are your emotions. Your emotions aren't because of who you are or what you are. Your emotions are your emotions regardless. If you're going through a bad patch, you are going through a bad patch, and not because you're trans, not because you're a woman, not because you're a man. You are an individual, and we all go through bad patches and whatever like that. But one thing I do have to say is that through taking the hormones, the bad patches feel a million times worse, and because we are going through menopause basically in one way, and then building ourselves up, going through puberty again. So it's the clash of the both, like, and it's just really bad. But anyway, so yes, I'm witching on again, and there's going to be a short video, so yeah, so I shall speak to you all later, and if there's something that I've forgotten to do, I'll say whatever, I will do it. I did have loads to say, but at the moment I feel so tired, I don't know why, it's all of a sudden. You're right, baby girl. She's not well, bless her. So she hasn't had a medication either today, so maybe that's what's wrong with her. You do need medicaments, do you? Yeah, you do need it. You do need it. Anyway, so this is going to be a shortish video, so I'll speak to you later. I'm watching Holiday Inn here. That Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire. I think it's Fred Astaire, or Bing Crosby and whoever. Not Fred Astaire. No, it's not Fred Astaire. Well, anyway, it's a Bing Crosby and is it Fred Astaire? Let's have a look. Bing Crosby and and Fred Astaire, yeah, Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire. Holiday Inn with the song White Christmas, the original song, The White Christmas, is on there. But anyway, so gotta go. So speak to you all later, and I will have happier tidings for you next time. I will have a script or something like that. So I'm saying that, I always say that, but never. Anyway, look, have a lovely weekend, and speak to you soon. Okay, bye bye.